Hi and welcome to another game video, and in today's video I want to talk about Super Mario 64 for the PlayStation Vita. Now, I've run a lot of versions of Super Mario 64 and Vita is the latest version to add to my collection. Now, normally I run Doom on everything, but Super Mario 64 seems to be my new bag for checking it out on different systems. So it was officially released for the N64 back in about 1996, I think. Absolutely critically acclaimed, still one of the best 3D games of all time. It was then re-released for the DS in about 2004. It was a launch title. It made some changes to the original N64 version, but it was fantastic, and it really did sort of show off what the DS was capable of. And that is, I think, the only two official versions, but there's been lots of unofficial ports, most of which I've tried out. So there is one for the DSi, and it is a rejig of the N64 version. Really thought that was a fantastic port. Then there is the one for the Nintendo 3DS, which I used the Render 96 version. Fantastic port, but it really needed a new 3DS to play it. It would run on an original 3DS, but just not very well. Then I've tried it on the PSP, so there's a port for the PSP, which also used the N64 version. And while it ran very well, I think the hardware inside the PSP just sort of struggled to keep up. A little bit of slowdown and some graphical glitches in places, but perfectly playable. Then you've got the PS Vita version. Now, the PS Vita is an absolute powerhouse. Even now, it's a very powerful machine, and the Mario 64 for the PS Vita is fantastic. It looks amazing. There's no slowdown, nothing at all. The graphics look amazing. What a fantastic port. With the 3DS and the PSP and the PS Vita, you've got an analog stick, which made playing Mario 64 so much better. It's one of the downfalls of the official DS version and the unofficial DSi port. Clunky controls because you had to use a D-pad. So the 3DS, the PSP and the PS Vita version just played so much better being able to use sticks. So I think the PS Vita, with its power, is by far the best version I've played. I did play the 3DS version on my new 3DS, and it ran very well, and I was very impressed with it. But out of all of them, and I think the PS Vita is probably my favourite version to use. It runs super smooth, the graphics are fantastic, and it is just a joy to play. So check it out. That's Super Mario 64 for the PS Vita. You need a modded Vita to play it. Installation is a little tricky, but it's not too difficult to get to install. You just need the Super Mario 64 VPK, and I think you need to make sure your PSM is updated. So check it out. Super Mario 64 for the PS Vita. Absolutely fantastic version. Let me know what you think. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy. Woo!